It's Ryan and Rizzo.
Did you know that if a snake is 3.14 feet long, it's a python?
I did not know that.
Okay. Just thought I'd let you know.
Is that a true statement?
No,
What's your source?
Pi math is my source. 3.14.
See, I was just thinking of the visual element, not the number itself.
Yeah, I wasn't even going for the food thing for once, which is shocking. So,
well, technically, anyways. I mean, what else is talked about on March 14th of every year?
Pi.
Exactly. So, wow.
It's
episode.
Also
what was it?
9.
You were saying before that?
That's 4 days after my birthday. So I'm hoping people are still talking about it,
We'll see.
Not really. I don't care. I don't want people to talk about my birthday the day of my birthday. Because
now that you've told
you remember
them,
my last... Well, remember my last birthday? What you sent me? You don't remember?
Probably
it wasn't
not.
It was the GIF of Ace Ventura from Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, where he's inside the rhino and being birthed out of the
Yes.
And I said, you know what? It would not be a complete birthday unless you sent me something like that, and you came through for me, and I appreciate that.
That's tried. Just the kind of friend you are. That's my role of every year. Here's,
something.
Here's something unique,
vastly inappropriate.
You're gonna know this is from me,
right? Yeah.
No, happy birthday.
No, thanks.
Then later on.
Speaking of birthdays,
what's up? Who's got a birthday? Does someone have a birthday?
Well, everybody does in theory, right?
Oh well, right. That's what they tell me.
No, this is as we sort of said before.
If you're cloned,
homage, yes.
Do you have a birthday if you are cloned?
Birthing day. I kind of happy into existence day. Is that the same? I don't know. Ask that sheep or something, right? Or are those mice in China or something?
Sheep, yes, they clone some
whatever's
sheep.
been cloned.
There's probably been a few cloned mice.
Dolly. I'm sure there's.
Oh yeah, Dolly was a sheep.
There's probably clones out there that we just don't know about.
Okay, you were saying.
We'll talk about Rick and Morty later, though. Yeah, it's Short Run's birthday on Monday. It's Short Run's birthday Monday, and we have lots of things to do this weekend, which you'll be privy to once all these things happen.
Okay.
But yeah, we're not quite there yet.
She's at least at the age where she can enjoy a birthday. I mean, I think first-year birthdays or second-year birthdays are really just for the parents who are still here, because honestly, they're not going to remember it.
Woo! Yeah,
your kids.
That's why you take pictures and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Green screens, folk. Just saying.
I remember
we went to Japan, then we went to Egypt, and then Disney. We had cake at Grandma's.
The most exciting one she's had, because we've only traveled once for her birthday. That was last year when we went up to Red Rocks and we saw Kids Bops. Remember I told you I saw Al at Red Rocks last year, and then 4 weeks later we went back up for Kids Bop for Short Run's birthday. We surprised her and stuff. It was pretty fun. Fantastic. I mean, for it being a Kids Bop concert, it was great for her. So yeah, we loved it. And we have all the things going on this weekend. So Ryan kindly took time out of his very busy Friday evening schedule.
My very busy Friday. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, we're predicting the future. We are predicting the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually it's Sunday, as if
it is.
It was Friday. This is our interpretation of
Sunday.
Yeah,
and Short Round's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah,
and her best buddy, we're just ahead of the game. Short Round's allowing us to be ahead of the game for once, which is nice. And my best friend, the Kansas City bestie, her little girl, I've decided I'm going to call her Small Fry. Her birthday is actually today.
So. I had a friend called Small Fry when I was in 3rd grade. No, 6th grade.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I just thought that Short Round, Small Fry kind of works together because it's like the second gen besties. So
mine was because my last name was McDonald at the time, and people were jerks.
Was your great uncle Ronald? Did he have?
No, it was never the great uncle. It was was your father Ronald?
Giant feet. No, I can't do the clown nose thing.
My father's the Hamburglar.
Wow, that's cool.
No in dark.
Sorry to know that,
Things got real
he's
though.
in like fast food jail or something.
Yeah.
What are we even what are we talking
I
about?
don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's the round's birthday tomorrow, and you're freaking out because you're not ready yet. Gah.
It's funny. I never said that I wasn't ready yet, but somehow you knew. You're just like, yeah, that's
Well,
what
it's
it is.
tomorrow, and you're talking about it so casually. I mean,
At least I'm doing it now.
oh, good.
Like,
That's good.
And I painstakingly did a little craft project this morning for her because we're gonna do this little she's okay. So first of all, she's having a surprise party. She doesn't know about. Be surprised. Surprise. But it's gonna be like a parade thing where people just like drive through and say hey and whatever else. And then they can like pop out and physically distance, say hello with their masks and whatever if they're comfortable doing so.
You should provide them with water balloons so that they can hit her with a water balloon as they drive by.
If you want,
change it up a bit. Come on, give her something to look forward to, something to fear.
She'd love that.
She'd remember it.
Or we could do like every other car or something, so it's not like so she has to live in fear of what's actually happening. It's actually like a present. See, there you go. There's my mom of the year
Happy
again.
Birthday, short round.
My MOYA. My MOYA moment. Yay. No, but if you would like to do that, you're welcome to drive out and come see her. And if you drive the 4 hours to come see her, I will load your car up with water balloons. Because you're not really doing anything on Sunday anyway. So just saying, it could be worth it.
I might be doing something on Sunday.
She probably. You're like, well, I might be. What's your address again?
It's 4 hours.
Yeah, I will load your car up with water balloons if you decided to come out and
see. If I was a horrible person, I would rent a large SUV.
Did you say if? If you were a horrible person?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, true. No, good point. I would rent a large SUV, make you commit to having to fill up the vehicle with water balloons, just so that they can all be thrown upon your short round.
I would be there, man. Totally. I'd get in on that action too. It's fine.
I'm probably not going to drive.
Just be like, because that's the kink in that issue of that plan. It's not the
otherwise
soaking a little girl on her birthday. Anyways,
it's not that
so
worth it.
So craft time. I painstakingly cut out some little leaves this morning that are Animal Crossing. It's like the green leaf with the little piece taken out. Have you seen it? I know.
Sure. Yeah.
So no. Anyways, but we're gonna use that in the garland, for her little decorations and
How
stuff.
many did you have to cut? How many did you painstakingly cut?
20 something.
Did you cut them all one at a time? Or did you double up and tape the corners?
No, I can't do that. I was that kindergartner that didn't pass scissors class. That sounds weird. That was a weird thing.
I was called Stabby.
Stabby Joe.
You like my crafts?
This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, I had the blunt rounded scissors till college or so.
I've seen them.
Give or take. No, I just am not the OCD perfect cutter,
Okay.
And then but the headless engineer is so good about that though. He'll do it in half the time and do it twice as good. And I'm trying to gotta get the tongue action in there to kind of
inch.
Yeah. So anyways, but I did that and try to get some stuff together, but it should be fun. We have a lot of people that are going to come by and honk and wave and throw stuff. Hopefully not water balloons, but
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Well, that sounds exciting and
it'll be good.
Complicated and
yeah. No, it's going to be good. Do you want me to talk about her first of her birthday things before we get into?
Is this the trivia thing you're talking, or not the trivia, the truth or dare thing you're mentioning?
Oh no.
Because you're saying this, I'm like, I don't know what you've got a lot going on here, so.
I know. No, the truth or dare thing was sort of funny. I don't know. I'm not sure if
I should
talk
one
about
or the other.
Well, should I talk about the food challenge, the YouTube food challenge, though? That's what I was going to talk about.
Okay. That's why I thought we were going there.
Okay, yeah, well, we can do that because the more I was thinking about it, the more about the Truth or Dare, the more I was like, that's like totally quality Mom of the Year award stuff. So I probably shouldn't put that out on the internet.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about
And
things
now
that are on
people
the
will
internet.
wonder and know.
To be fair, it was my father-in-law who
To be
instigated the whole
fair.
thing. So
Right.
it
Okay.
is, anyways. He and she are the instigators for sure.
Moving on to your food challenge.
So Short Round she watches the internet, as I find a lot of kids
What?
do. Not like, I know there's things on there. So she likes YouTube, like,
Okay.
and she really likes the FBE, like those challenge
Nope.
videos. No, you never
I
seen
don't.
FBE? It's fun.
Some
Anyways,
of us
but
filter our YouTubes.
it's like, well, it's like try not to smile when you're watching videos of puppies challenge and like things like that. I mean, there's probably other stuff that's
I do
more
get bored, but I haven't
debaucherous,
gotten
not
to that area of boredom.
not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you watch cat videos, I'm sure, right?
I come across them on Reddit from time to time. Yes.
You're like, oh, look, I posted that one. Yeah.
No, mine are
so
never loved.
One of the things that she really is into is food challenges, like blindfold food challenges where it's like, funny textures or weird things or whatever it is. And she saw one time where it was this like family that does YouTube videos and they did a pregnancy food craving challenge. And she was like, Mom, we have to do that. And I was like, okay, like we could do that. That's easy enough. I had several cravings. No comment about food. I had several cravings when I was pregnant with her. And so, yeah. So we did that. And we surprised her with it on Tuesday.
Okay.
It was really fun.
So you had multiple cravings.
Yeah. I came up with 8.
I would
Shiny.
like the top 4.
I'll do all 8. I'm not going to go
would
through all of them. Okay, I'll just go through them really quickly.
Okay.
Microwave mac and cheese. Back in the day, it was called Easy Mac.
Okay.
I know it's weird. I know, it's great. Way to go. Really healthy.
No, I love it.
Any kind of savory
pizza the other day.
What? Any kind of savory sandwich, but it had to be coated in mustard and pickles.
Okay. Savory
Nutella,
as in, what are you talking about?
Like a ham sandwich, a turkey sandwich, not like a PB&J or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nutella toast, but it had to be on like the 100% whole wheat bread because I'm weird.
Destroy everything on the inside, but with deliciousness.
Yes. Low fat vanilla frozen yogurt topped with raspberries and blueberries.
Seems a bit too healthy.
I know. Well, it's fine. This will offset it. White cake, like white birthday cake with milk chocolate frosting. Anytime I had like a baby shower, that's what I wanted as my like dessert. What do you want for cakes? And that's what I wanted.
Okay.
A peanut butter sandwich, just plain, just spread of peanut butter on 2 pieces of wheat bread. A black bean and corn quesadilla with cheddar cheese on a whole wheat tortilla. I don't know. It was so weird, but it was good. And then last but not least, the only thing that was very specific to a brand was a Five Guys hamburger. Okay. Not a cheeseburger, just a little hamburger, the 1 patty, A1 sauce, bell peppers, sauteed mushrooms.
I could see that.
Cajun fries on the side.
I can see that as well. I mean, that's good tasting food. Okay, not the worst. Not the worst.
No, it wasn't like.
So for the game, do you like put it in front of them and be like, "What is it?" Or
well, this is my little cheat sheet.
Okay.
But I just wrote them all down and I told her, just give me a number, and we ordered them. So she kind of chose her own fate as far as what she was going to try in what order. So it was like if it was all desserts in one, in the order, that's fine. But
okay.
We did a little makeshift cloche, like the little, the cover you put on top of a, dish and you pop it up and ta-da.
Okay.
And so I just basically videoed every time she watched it. She was pretty excited. And she's like, I need a spit bucket. Like, because that's what they have on those where it's like a weird, food challenge where you just like spit it out or whatever.
You eat everything.
Yeah.
Don't waste the food.
It's always the rule. I said, I tell her it's okay not to like something, but it's not okay not to try.
True.
She had to try everything and it was fun. And so that was like sort of the kickoff to her birthday shenanigans. She always is like, well, it's my birthday week. And I'm like, no, you have a birthday day and we'll, do whatever and have cake and ice cream and stuff. But
sometimes, the wife and I will have a birthday weekend or birthday week, but depends on how many coupons we got in our email.
Oh, for like the free stuff for your birthday?
Of pretzel.
Yeah, that's like literally what I do.
I think tonight we're going to be enjoying a bowl of ice cream. So
Nice. Yeah, we got the email that the Baskin Robbins, the 31, you know how they do like the cheap scoop on the 31st of each month, and of course that's
Oh,
that would be Short Round's birthday in theory.
nice.
But they discontinued it.
Oh,
It's like, dang it.
too
But they're
many
doing this,
people had that birthday.
or it's the contamination of the 8,000 people inside the Baskin Robbins at once.
Well,
You know,
that may do that.
ma'am, you're not social distancing with that 3 scoops of Sunday thing. Yeah.
And it's my
Mm.
birthday.
Well, it doesn't have to be your birthday. It just has to be the 31st. That's all.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. I see.
But it just happens to be hers on that day.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that was fun, and we'll share about the other.
See, when you
antics
posted
and
food
things.
challenge, I'm, the pregnancy food challenge. I'm like, I don't know how to interpret that. Is this some weird new fad diet that you're trying with some friends? So,
If only the eating for 2 diet. I practice that diet every day.
Okay.
It's fine.
that makes it more sense now. Well, rock on.
Yeah, it was fun. And it's just kind of a way to kick off things, and it was sort of easy and nondescript. Like I had to go to Five Guys, and that was it. And then everything else I could just get at the store and prepped and
Great. Yay.
sang. It was good.
Making it at home.
What have you been up to?
Oh, doing some work sometimes, and then doing some podcast
No,
jazz,
you don't.
and then I play some games.
Have you been playing?
Some games.
Yeah.
I'll mention that later on, just for giggles.
All right.
But
That's
the wife and I, we finished The Office.
Good.
It was fun to watch that again.
Yeah.
Haven't really been watching too much else, but I did decide from The Office because early on she asked me, and she told me who she was, but I forgot because I've sick her again. But she asked me like, what characters do you see yourself as? So after watching the season again or show again, I'd say I'm a mixture of Dwight, Daryl, Jim, and Stanley.
That's a lot of stuff.
I know. I'm a very complex person.
That's good. Daryl's the like mailroom guy, right? He was like the
He was a
basement
shipping
guy?
director. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Craig Robinson, I believe.
I just think of him, and then I think of him from Zack and Miri.
I've
'Cause that's
never
where I know.
seen Zack and Mary.
Oh, it's you should watch it.
I've seen a lot of Kevin Smith. I don't know why I haven't seen that one.
It's funny.
Okay. Got a
Not
lot
that
of
I
people in
condone
there
that
I've
type of entertainment enjoyment, folks, but it's
Then I think I'll watch it, especially then. Okay. That's
Mhm.
Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth.
Banks.
Yeah, Justin Long. Remember I
She was
told
the
you he's
actor
in
of
like
that film?
everything?
Okay. Yeah.
What's his face? Brandon Routh, speaking of like, sweatpants
Superman,
and superheroes and stuff.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Jay Muse, of course, is in it too. So
Nice.
yeah, it's
Fantastic.
good. Okay, so The Office. Tell me about
It was
you being 4 guys.
no.
A mix.
Well, with Dwight, I am kind of very. You've seen this kind of like
Daryl.
this type of person. Like this is the role. Let's do it by the rule.
I know.
But at the same time, I am sort of a slacker, but somehow gets things done, like Jim.
Yeah. Do you put people's stuff in Jello?
No, I don't have that element though,
Okay,
because I'm
got
like
it.
Stanley, and I just want to. If I have to be at work, I just kind of want to get what I have to get done and leave me alone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very Stanley-esque. I can see that.
Yeah. And Daryl just
Stanley.
like motivated, but kind of not motivated, just waiting for the right thing to come along and just kind of doing what I need to do.
Fair enough. That's good.
That's how
Yeah,
I am.
I don't particularly find myself in too many of the characters because they're, I don't know why, but
You
and
gotta
I
take
haven't-
the
I don't
little
really watch
bits.
the-
I see you
I don't
as
watch
an
the Office.
Andy. Later, Andy.
me?
I'm just kidding. I'm being a
Oh, I was like, isn't he like a D head in later
Yes.
episodes?
That's
Oh,
the
thanks.
joke.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you
our
very much.
Cronenberg for today. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's what I've been watching.
Cronenberg.
You been watching anything?
Speaking of, yeah, just Rick and Morty.
Okay.
And I watched that episode where Summer was Satan's shop girl.
It's a good one.
That was really good.
Rick's
And then
this way may come, I believe, is what the
We
title
watched-
of it.
I don't remember. And then I watched Prometheus, where they were on that like alien planet and they came back, and then like halfway
Which
through
alien
the show,
planet was that again?
it's one of the ones that they
Narrate,
are
was
on.
it the purple one or was it the blue one?
Well, it was like when at the start of the show they had those things on their faces, and then they like didn't realize what they were doing. And about
Oh,
halfway through
okay.
the show, they got back and they're like laughing about the story with Jerry and Beth. And then they're like, "And how was Summer?" And they're like, "Oh snap, Summer was
Yeah.
there." So they like turned the giant like spaceship around and went
I
back for
can't
her.
find it. I'll find it.
That's okay. Anyways, so we're still plugging along
Something
there.
Wicked This Way Comes was the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're bouncing
And
around a lot, season-wise.
I don't think so. Am I? Well, I'm still working on season 4, and maybe that's what I was watching.
Just
And then the headless engineer and I are still going through from
season 1.
from
That's
1
what
to
Wicked.
through.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Summer
I don't
and the
know who's
Devil,
what.
and then X gonna give
Yeah.
it to him at yeah, that's still season 1.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
You
Yeah.
were in multiple parts of the timeline there, yo.
which is
It
cool.
made me think of Deadpool when I heard that song. Actually, speaking of which, because I
Branding.
got the Deadpool soundtrack for Ma Rizzo because she loves that movie. Of course she does.
That's
She likes
fantastic.
Winnie the Pooh and Deadpool.
Did she like
Actually,
Deadpool too?
yes, she did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I actually got
That's
her a
why she
t-shirt.
asked me at Deadpool one time at the comment. I was like, because it was I forget.
Yeah, when we went to Wex. Yeah.
Yeah,
When we went to
because it was
we went
the
to
female
went
Deadpool.
to
I forget her name, like Gwynpool. Gwynpool. It was a statue
Gwenpool?
of Gwynpool, and she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I think it's
Yeah.
like Gwen Stacy, but she's Deadpool somehow. I don't know." So that
Yeah.
explains that reaction.
It's like,
yeah,
like
that
fangirling
was
over
pretty much
one
what that
comic
was.
thing.
It was like,
Yeah. Sounds like Ma. Yeah, I got her
Solved.
a shirt that is Winnie the Pooh, but it's Deadpool, so it says Deadpoo. Well, she was very happy. She was very happy with it. And I've also been watching Old School Match Game as we're like perpetually sort of like getting into the school year. I'm still into the like, the game show thing and
classic
and
TV
that
show sitcom.
that show. No, it's a game show.
Oh, I
Match
don't know
game.
why I said
Match
sitcom.
game.
Sorry.
No, it's I knew you knew what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
game show.
But yes,
Game show. Game show.
Gene
TV show.
Rayburn. Yeah, Gene Rayburn and the like panel of 6 celebrities, and it's like the 3 on top and the 3 on the bottom, and then they have those prompts where you fill in the blank with the funny things. And
I don't
that
think
show
I
I
ever
know
watched
is
that one much.
it's it's so funny because it's like obviously they have changed it up, and like some of the stuff that they say like just would not fly at
Yeah.
all.
In the
And
same
that
thing
was
with
like
The
it was
Office.
like network.
The
Huh?
Office was doing things that I'm like, they can't really get away with that one anymore
Yeah, you
today.
can't say that.
And even The
like
Office,
10
I'm like,
years
that's
after.
not that long ago. But yeah, I could even imagine ones with the. I don't think I ever watched that one. I watched Hollywood Squares because
Oh
the
yeah.
tic tac toe and the 9
Circle gets a
celebrities.
square,
Yeah,
man.
circle gets a
Yep.
square.
Oh, yep. Oh yeah, I remember that. Especially when it was like this. Well, they're always the celebrities, but that was really fun. That was
Yeah,
more
back in the
like
heyday
when I was
when
younger.
they were
Yeah,
when
and
there were
but
fewer
Match Game's
celebrities, but they were bigger than ever.
it was so funny.
Mm.
Like because they have Charles Nelson Riley, which of course like makes me think of Weird Al because he has a song called CNR where he like pays homage to Charles Nelson Riley all the entire song, which is greatness.
Nice.
It's on Alpocalypse, one of my albums of influence from a few weeks back. Anyways, and yeah, it's just if you have a chance to check out Old School, like it's on Game Show Network, but Old School episodes of Match Game, it's just greatness.
I need to hit record on some of those because,
yeah,
like you, I mean, same era of like mindless television. I mean,
yeah, it's really, really good. It's funny. And the celebrities back then, it's like, you're like, oh my gosh, that person is 98 years old. It's Betty White or whoever. And you're like, dang, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's, somebody.
I'm going to make a recommendation to you, but
Yes.
also to you because you also
Yes.
like movies.
In theory. I'm too old. I fall asleep during movies now, but yeah.
You've ruined everything. But you used to like movies.
No, I love movies. I'm just being a you know what.
Huh?
What is it that you'd like to recommend to me?
I would like to recommend Doug Loves Movies, which is a podcast with Doug Benson.
Okay.
And before
you went to a live showing of that, right?
A live showing. Yeah, before that was the format of the show. You have comedians and guests, and they, talk, joke, whatnot, then have it talk about movies, but also there's a game element to it where they play games about kind of movies.
Cool.
And he's still doing that now. He's just doing a lot of Zoom sessions with different people. So yeah,
got it.
I
could be good at that. I'd
be
all right.
Yeah, so check that out because in the game, and once you figure out how the game works, you can kind of like play along at home, like, oh, it's this.
Okay.
Like, oh, you're so cool. So yeah, check that out because
I'm down. I could try that for sure. Right on.
Doug loves movies, but yeah, and seeing it live was awesome. I mean, hope to get return to that because I know, I mean, they're ready to get back on the road because that's what they do, yo.
I think everybody is.
Yeah.
A little bit too like caught up in the everything.
The outside world.
All right. Yes.
There's a glass. It's like touching the glass.
Is it the fourth wall?
There is no. What?
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. My bad. I let it slip. Sorry.
I know. We disrupted the system on the 13th floor.
What? Well, we had a good run. Okay. Good night, folks. What have you been reading and watching and things?
I talked about this, I think, back on episode 0, but I'm still working on Jim Butcher's the Cinder, Spires, the Aeronauts Winds. I think I'm.
Yeah, the Cats and Crystals.
Yes, Cats and Crystals, precisely.
I remember that.
I listened to a chapter last weekend. This weekend, I'm going to do some stuff in the backyard, so I think I'm just going to like not listen to any podcast and just hammer away at that so I can finish it out. And so it's one of those
hammer it out in the backyard. Are you going to be using your tools?
I did buy a rake today.
Ooh, that is woo.
Gonna get a shovel. Gonna move. Gonna dig up some
as
grass turf. Did not buy a hoe, but I got a fork. Get in there and dig up that turf so I can lay down some pavers.
Aw, you're being domestic.
Yes,
that's sweet.
Making it pretty.
You should get two of them and pretend to be. Do it and pretend to be like either Wolverine or Scary Terry.
No, it's been done.
Okay, never mind. I love Scary Terry.
Scary Terry is great.
All right.
And then I also just quickly, this will probably be in a issues moment, whatever we're calling that segment now. But the Aliens Omnibus has been a great read. Based off of, I believe it picks up from Aliens after Aliens 2.
After Aliens?
No. Yeah, after Aliens. Picks up after Aliens is where it kind of picks up in the universe.
Okay, because I pulled it up just to kind of look at it briefly before the show started and just to kind of get an idea, and then I saw it was like the typeface of the movie, and I was like, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah,
so
it's been a fun read. I had seen someone posted on his Instagram page years ago. I'm like, I should probably check that out. Yeah. I like reading about confined spaces, space adventures, where it's like, I don't know why. I'm getting really dark in here now that I'm looking at the camera. I was like, as I say this,
I like confined spaces.
I like to be in a small, dark area. As you can tell, I'm in one right now, protected from the man. But anyway.
It's not even that dark. I mean, but yeah.
Seems like, I know, that's what's weird. It's like on your side,
I don't know why.
This is heaven. Welcome to downstairs. I'm in the basement.
Except there's like the little, like you can see the trees, but it looks like little like arms or hands or people or something. Hey, ooh. Yeah. And that lasted about 2 seconds, folks. That's good. For those of you that are enjoying the audio enjoyment of the side of things, Ryan just attempted to open the blinds in his little confined space and proceeded to burn the side of his face off. So there you go.
I've exited the hovel.
You are a vampire.
I am very pasty.
Yeah, I know.
Saw the pictures from my niece's wedding, and I'm like, yep.
I did too. Were you wearing a purple coat?
No.
What color was it? Like purple.
It was blue. A blue-esque.
It looked purple.
I can see where you're coming from, but nay.
In the color family.
In the color family, I don't believe so. Good. I don't know where we're at. We're all over the place. I blame you for this.
Who, me? No, we're on my album.
I thought we were done with that. Didn't you say it was a Cronenberg?
What? No. Remember we had short round. I had short round pick the album of influence.
That's right.
And I had her pick my tea.
Okay.
Because we weren't going to be like
spoilers. We're having tea time again?
No.
Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. So yeah, what's
It's
your?
the one day I need a caffeinated tea, and she
Yeah,
did not pick
since
a caffeinated tea. So.
how dare she? I mean, her birthday is tomorrow.
This is actually sort of funny because I'm typing up my notes to be very on top of things and ready to go. And so, okay, so she picked number 8 this week, but she didn't. I mean, unknowingly, I
Make
just
a
read
noise underneath the table. Act like I hit my knee and go.
It was my ring. Sorry, I was moving my hand, and I just
Wrote that in 4 hours ago.
Anyways, and
I should have been working.
You know what? I hear it's rude. So anyway, so I was reading the titles of I was telling her who they, who the titles were and who the artists were, and she picked. I don't remember how she's a Schmohemian Blapsity or something like that. And I was like, that's my girl, because can't understand whatever. So she picked Schmohemian Blapsity, which happened to be album number 8, and I was like, that's so cute because she's turning 8. And then me and my all powerful infinite wisdom, I typed in, how funny, pick number 8 without knowing because she's turning 9. Where's your volume? Where's your sound?
Yeah, I didn't react
loudly. Oh, okay. Like, what happened to your? I was like, where's the drums? So, anyways,
it's in post, yo.
Schmohemian Blapsity is my album of influence this week.
When you say Schmohemian Blapsity, is this the movie album?
Yes, this is the soundtrack to the movie that came out at the end of 2018.
Okay.
It was released. The movie I think was released like right at the beginning of November, somewhere around there. Maybe
right. It was like a holiday movie. Yes,
October maybe, and then
early holiday movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Soundtrack itself was released October 19th, 2018.
Okay.
As they, do before. And this was what reintroduced me to Queen. And I'm glad we went through the, classic, the original.
So on the real quick on the album, is it Queen?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 2018?
No, it's Queen.
Okay.
Because and then they remastered a bunch of tracks.
Right.
But they used as at the beginning, actually one of the things of my favorite thing, because it was distributed by 20th Century Fox. And I was like I'm not gonna do the sound to it or whatever. But,
wait, that's
thank you. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. But Brian May actually plays it on his guitar to start the movie, and so that's actually one of the tracks on the
cool.
It's very cool. It's like super cool. And yeah, so this movie was what kind of reintroduced me to Queen. I never, of course I knew that they were there always. But it goes through the timeline of Queen, like with the story of how they were together, because it starts out with Smile, and that was the band that Roger Taylor and Brian May were in before Freddie joined them.
Mm-hmm.
And then how the songs play in the timeline of their story as a band.
Okay.
And the show ends with Live Aid in 1985. So, and then spoiler, Freddie dies after that.
What?
Well, I know. I'm sorry.
I've been avoiding Google, Twitter, Instagram,
yeah.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Fark.
The internet. Let's just kind of put it all into one.
Everything.
Since November of 1991, I've been avoiding the internet.
No, since I heard out since I saw the teaser trailer.
Anyway, he doesn't actually die in the movie. I'm just spoiling it for everybody. I'm sorry. No, it ends at the end of
Robot is dead.
The set on. Was he all along? I don't know. I watched the first 2 seasons of Mr. Robot, which I loved, by the way. And that brings me to another point of this movie, because it introduced me to Rami Malek, who I love him.
I saw the
so
wife will rewatch or just watch I just went something girl. I just lost the name of the show in my head.
Something
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. Is he on that? Oh, okay.
He has like at least like 1 or 2 episode part. I was like, oh, it's a young Rami. So
okay. I watched him in Night at the Museum.
That as well. I think it was around the same time. So
yeah. And we had never seen those until we actually watched all 3 of them last year,
Oh,
or maybe
wow.
I see it last year. It's probably like last week, knowing this year.
Keeping behind on
But
your history, I see.
because Short Round loves history. She loves geography. She loves history, like all that
Good.
kind of stuff. And so
Good.
she was totally into it. And then she's like, "Mom, that's Freddie," because she couldn't remember his name was Rami, so she said it was Freddie, like Freddie Mercury. It's like, where? Oh, there he is.
Does
So
she like mythology?
I
Like
don't
Greek
know. I'm not sure.
mythology?
Maybe she might be into it. If you
I'm,
taught her some, I'm sure she'd be
I
into
may
it.
have well, I don't want to warp her brain. I don't want to destroy the physics experiment. Well, maybe I've already destroyed it by mentioning it already.
I know you don't want to warp her brain any more than you already have.
Yes, I want her to warp her
Okay.
brain where she says random things around you, not learns about mythology yet. But I have a book series that she may like, or know of.
Okay.
One, so
That sounds good.
off
We
air
always
next time.
dun dun dun. No, she
Maybe.
loves books. We actually cleared
Percy
out
Jackson.
her. Did you say Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. Her cousins are into that right now, and they're obsessed. So I'm
Yeah.
sure she's like right. I'm sure
I
she's
didn't
not
read
far
the
behind.
continuation series, but I read the original one that came out 2005-ish, 6-ish. It started around there. So
Yeah. So supposedly very, very good though.
I really enjoyed it. I mean, as a
Okay.
man reading about the adventures of mythology, but I hate to make the Harry Potter comparison.
That's okay.
Think of going to camp, but your camp is all the other children of the gods, and you train with your powers, and chaos ensues, and you happen to be reading about the one who can help all the chaos from ensuing.
Got it.
But
So Harry
fun.
Potter.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So anyway, so the thing that I did during the movie was like one of my biggest pet peeves, because I'll like be on my phone and looking around like all right up until the movie starts, pretty much like the previews. But if you have your phone out during a movie, it drives me nuts. But I couldn't not buy the soundtrack before the end of the movie because it was just really good. And I've talked about this, like even with books, like 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick a nonfiction book or something about like somebody's life, like a not biopic, but like a biography or something. And I just loved how the music played into like the story and told the story, kind of drove the narrative. And so I bought the soundtrack before the movie ended, before Live Aid finished. I'm sitting there just like sobbing, like
I'm
an
going to
idiot.
address this in multiple ways.
What? What?
I can respect that you are so moved by the movie that you've paid to watch with others in the olden days.
Okay.
That you
Back in
want
the days
to
when it was safe.
that you want to when you could do it without anything.
Anyway.
That you want to buy the album as soon as you can. But in this case, Rizzo,
what?
you're being the dick.
I know. That's just
Wait
like perpetually how I
20 more minutes.
I know. My Mom Rizzo's like, what are you doing?
Surf the web as the ushers are trying and
like
waiting for you to leave.
Drop onto my phone.
I mean, if you're going to annoy someone else, if you have to annoy someone, but don't annoy your fellow watcher of the movie with your
just annoy you
light.
once a week for about an hour and a half.
I mean, it's fine, but it's like it's distracting or something.
I wasn't looking at that. Yeah. So anyway, I was trying to be honest. I'm trying to be forthcoming and say, you know what? I was a D. I'm sorry. But, when I had it ready to go.
I'm going to say 19% of the people agree with you and the others. I mean, I'm normally the dick.
What's the other part of that? What's the other part of that adding to 100?
The 81% agree with me.
Look at you adding. Way to go, math.
Numbers.
I'm so proud of you. You're like, that would be 81. Yes. Good job. I'm proud of you. So anyway, Shmohemian Blapsody was my album of influence.
Rock on. I need to watch it. I plan on watching it. I think it's actually in my queue on whatever streaming device it's on or streaming
Would you please watch it so I can get off your back about it?
Then you'll be like, you should watch it again because this time you noticed this.
I saw it.
I would probably do something geeky just to you the same way about something, but
that's
superhero movie or whatever the case may be. So
you're just nicer and like more laid back about it, and I'm just like, wait. I was like, this will be it. Let's watch it. We can compare notes for next week's show. You're like, nope, I'm out.
Then you're forcing me to do it within a time frame, and it's like, no.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch Ready to Rumble. I was going to, but then I just didn't, and I ran out of time.
We can always do a throwback. So,
okay.
But yeah, you bring up Ready to the Rumble because what is it? You can't kill David Arquette.
That's the hope. He's a national treasure, even though he's weird as hell.
And that is a trailer, which we'll link down below us in the comments. Yes.
Oh, I was looking for the.
I'm wearing my Link pants today.
Are you really?
No, I don't.
Are they your Zelda pants?
I don't have Link pants.
I was like, do you actually have Zelda pants? Okay.
If I had the little beautiful device that they have now, I would play that game a lot, but I don't. So.
Oh, the Switch. Yeah. Okay. You'll get one at some point.
When they're cheap. No.
That is kind of your MO when it comes to video games. And I waited and I saw it and went to a different price.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh, and speaking of which, I can let the cat out of the bag now. Not my actual cats. There, one's right there and one's over there. Did we tell you what Short Round's getting for her birthday?
No.
A Switch Lite. Okay. She's been asking for one for like ever, and we're like, we're not having 3 different Switches, 3 different consoles in this house.
It just sounds like the house.
We're not going to.
So.
And well, one definitely wasn't enough because that's when I got mine because Headless Engineer was tired of us two yelling at each other.
Maybe that's my plan. If I can get one, then maybe the wife will want it, and then anyway,
just get one Switch where you can put it into the the docking, and then that way you can play like Mario Kart together or do some co-op something, and then get a Switch Lite.
Okay,
easy enough. Yeah, she's getting the coral one. She's getting the pink one.
Coral. Okay.
Yeah. So
rock on.
Yep. Anyway,
supposed to be
ready to rumble.
Be better battery life and whatnot. But yeah, Ready to Rumble. It was an old. What was it? Year 2000, 1999, 2000.
I'm very excited. I'm very emotional about it.
Very good. Never seen it before, but it just grabs you from the inside.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Daisy. Anyways.
Okay. I like how you're coughing and seeing things that no one else is.
She's behind me. You can see her. See my little armrest on my chair is pointing to her.
Okay, got you now.
She's going back for dinner thirds. She's the one that nibbles.
Gotcha.
After sister leaves. Okay, so tell me about Ready to Rumble because I movie pooped it again. Remember I told you about movie poop?
Well, we're bringing this up because of the show I mentioned, which is a movie, I should say. That you told me
Ready
about.
to Rumble.
No, I'm talking about David. You can't kill David Arquette.
Yeah, you cannot kill David Arquette.
Yeah,
okay.
Which is a biopic about his current life as a professional wrestler. I believe he's professional.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it was.
I want to say I've heard about this over the years because I've read random things and a lot of celebrity news in the past decade. It's popped up randomly.
Right.
But the trailer looks interesting for it.
And what you told me was that in the trailer was like just like the Ready to Rumble trailer or something.
David Arquette in the year 2000, along with I'm doing this off, so feel free to correct me. Sean Scott.
Happy birthday, Sean Connery, 90 years old. Anyways,
is still kicking. Anyway,
Scott Conn, yes.
Scott Conn and Oliver Platt.
Yeah.
A few celebrities here and there. I believe Goldberg's in there. No, Stephen F. Austin.
Did you see the picture I sent you today?
No.
Of me and Steve Borden? Take a look.
Oh, I did see that.
It's actually stupid because look, hey, look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. It's like I'm wearing it the same thing I was wearing in the picture.
See, I don't know wrestling enough to where I know that, to where I know who he is. So you sent that a wrestler.
Sting is Steve Borden, yeah.
Okay, well, see the makeup. See, now I know the connection to the movie. So you've got more. Because he has like a Sting's in it for maybe 30 seconds.
That's enough, okay. He was like one of my guys back in the day.
But it's a fun, dumb movie. I mean, 2 guys idolize Oliver Platt's wrestler personality, which I believe they just call him the King. But the organization, the whatever, letter or wrestling organization. Yes.
WCW.
Get it up.
a hairball. Anyways, okay.
They conspire against Oliver Platt's character, and they get him kicked out of the league. And so, Dewey and Scott Conn,
Dewey.
David Arquette, Scott Conn's characters, they help him, get a new fight to get back in the ring and retrain him and everything. And within this whole thing, David Arquette's character kind of becomes a wrestler.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if this kind of is what started it. But there's few lines in the trailer for "You Can't Kill David Arquette" that is like where he says wrestling isn't fake. That is a line that's in the trailer for Ready to Rumble, actually.
Yeah.
And he says it like, "Wrestling isn't fake" to his dad or something like that.
Okay.
So apparently he likes to
watch that.
wrestle, and he's mid-40s ish.
David Arquette right now?
Yes.
He's easily in his 50s, I would guess.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Let's find out, shall we? Interwebs, do your magic.
He was about that old when Scream came out. I was about that old when Scream came out.
So that's what I was gonna. Oh, he's 40. You're right. He's 48. My bad.
Okay.
Sorry. So he's a lot. So he's because Courtney Cox was his wife, obviously, for a long time, and she's 56. So she likes him young because her husband, fiance now, is 44. Dang, Courtney. Anyways,
you go, girl.
Cougar Town, indeed.
You need girl.
And I spelled it DSVID. Zvid Arquette.
Zvid Arquette?
Magic fingers.
I mean, it's nice to know that the body can endure things to, at an age as it gets older. I need to do fit.
Well, he had a heart attack like 3 years ago.
Yeah, those are never good.
No. But yeah, I'm surprised. This is what I was going to say is I'm really surprised that I missed that because I think I knew that movie existed. But in like the year 2000 was when I was fully engulfed in all things Friends and all things Scream. So there would have been no reason why I would have not been interested in that movie. And so I'm a little disappointed in myself.
I don't know if I saw it in theaters.
Bad.
But I know for sure I may still own the DVD, and it may have been like the fourth or fifth DVD I ever bought.
Aw, that's cool. Well, when you come down to
I remember having
water balloons to my child, you can bring it.
I'll try to remember that. I want to say we still have it though. So
okay, yeah, I think I want to just give it a try.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
we'll have the trailer for both things in the comments. But yeah, I think Ready to Rumble is dumb fun.
Okay, I could be down for that.
Yeah.
Are you going to show my picture of me and Steve Borden also?
I can if you want me to. It would have popped up already when you did that. Okay, now it's popping up again.
There I am. Shameless self-promotion. Well, I met him at a con because I go to the con. Sean Conn, Scott Conn. And I kind of freaked out a little bit because, these are parts of my childhood. Like, I've met some pretty interesting people.
I mean, the time I saw, you were there as well, when I saw the Hulkster walk by.
Oh, yeah, I was with you.
With the daughter of Hulkster. I was sitting by another gentleman, and we were just talking. I was like, what are you looking at? And he was like, then I just saw them. I was like,
holy mother of Hulk.
Those are big people. The name lives up. Oh, my God. And the friend I was with, and gentleman was like, I'm going to go say hi. I was like, okay, cool.
Was that Snowball? Who was Snowball? Who was it?
The Sams.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay. Yeah, because I remember we were in that hotel lobby because then I remember a couple of our friends went over there and took a picture with him too because that was right before we went to go on our tours and we split up in the buses. Wasn't that same day? I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember it that much, but...
And you incessantly made fun of me because I wasn't on the big bus with all the cool kids.
I don't remember incessantly
and the little bus.
I remember seeing a text saying like that you're not on the cool kid. I don't think you make it sound like I would always text you back and forth.
No, you told me this.
Oh yeah.
You said no, not like texting. No, you
said
you're making
I probably would have said it. Yeah, I was like,
you were making fun of me because I was on the smaller of the two buses. And the smaller of the two buses kids got to meet Jennifer. Yes, thank you. I was like, I'm not going to say that. No, don't go there. We went up with this tour lady, and we ended up meeting Jennifer Garner.
Yeah,
she was scouting a place for Alias when she was directing her first episode of Alias, and that was when she was with Ben Affleck, but people didn't know, and she was pregnant with his baby at the time too.
Yeah, y'all did have a better experience because I think y'all drive past like Rob Zombie at a Gap or something like that as well.
No, it was what's his face? Was it Rob Zombie? No, he was at Bath and Body Works. That was after because we were there too.
Yeah.
Because I called my
Cirque
brother
Randy.
because he was obsessed with Alias and obsessed with her at the time, and I was like, "You'll never guess who I met about 5 minutes ago."
Fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Anyways,
I saw the building where they what was going to be the Daily Planet. It was
That's
the
cool.
Daily Planet. It's not that, but
I didn't get to see that. That sounds cool.
yeah,
That's really cool.
I went to that amphitheater thing that was really cool in Hollywood.
And we keep talking about this and referencing this LA trip. I think I do need to go take a trip into the internets and try to find that video of you on the Steve Harvey show.
I looked. There was a clip of her doing what she's doing with the smashing the beer cans, but then it pops to Joel McHale because he brought it up on The View. I haven't seen anything of me yet, so
Okay.
you feel free to dig though.
I'll look and
you
see
may have a
because
search
I
term.
have a good idea of when it was.
Feel
Basically,
free.
when it aired.
I think you'll find it. I mean,
anyways,
whether I'm there or not,
Okay.
who knows?
Oh,
I don't know
we
where
were
we're
there.
on anymore. Oh, so yeah, that's David
Enola.
Arquette's
Yeah,
independent film.
we need to talk about Enola as well.
I don't know what that is. There's no
Very
link in
excited.
this.
We also need to do your Sweatpants and superheroes too.
Well, let's do a quick shot. Olivia Wilde is going to be doing something for Marvel. Everyone's saying they're saying it's going to be for Sony's The Spiderverse. Everyone's practically saying, we bet it's Spider-Woman. The only thing that she has done, other than kind of confirm that she's doing something, is text an emoji of a Spider-Man, I believe. She hasn't said what she's doing, so it could be Spider-Woman, could be
she's doing
Spider-Gwen. She's going to be doing something for the Spider-Verse. That's all that's known for
we
sure.
know it's the Spider-Verse, and she texted a spider.
Yeah.
Very riveting news, folks. That's very...
but everyone's saying Spider-Woman. I'm just saying, don't conclude that it's that, yes, because there's a lot of females in the Spider-Verse that could have a fantastic story, or multiple of them, as we've seen in the previous Spider-Verse, all in one shot. So...
yeah, that's true.
There could be...
That was a good movie.
Venom Gwen. So...
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, it was very good.
Is that a real thing?
What is Venom is everything?
No, I said, is Venom Gwen a real thing?
Oh, it would be Gwen Stacy with a Venom costume on her, so yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
Or symbiote. I should say symbiote Gwen.
All right. That's cool.
And, okay, so that's the quick news on that. Link down below.
Speaking of girl power.
Girl power.
So I saw a preview for Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes, okay.
Which is going to be on Netflix, and that is it releases the 23rd of September.
Okay.
And that's not that this matters, but that's Daisy's 19th birthday. Oh.
Okay.
Anyways, it's Millie Bobby Brown, who's 11 from Stranger Things, and she plays Sherlock and Mycroft's Holmes' little sister.
She was also in Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Okay. And it just looks really good. And Henry, is it Cavill is in it, and he's so cute.
Honestly, I don't know. I saw him on his Instagram.
Well, he is cute, I promise.
I saw him on his Instagram, and he was putting on. I think they were applying makeup for season 2 of The Witcher.
I saw that actually because I was looking at his Facebook and I was sort of following him a little bit to see what they did. But I am definitely going to watch that as soon as it.
Millie Brown plays Enola. Enola is what to Sherlock Holmes again? Little sister.
Yeah.
Do you know if this little sister exists in the Sir Conan Doyle's?
Look at you. Aw. I don't know. I saw Arthur Conan Doyle.
Okay.
Anyways, you got 2 out of 3. That was good.
Or she's just a Netflix.
Somebody posted something about a story on her. I didn't look into it too much because I was just watching the trailer, but it just looked like fun and in that realm because when Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr. did their take on. Did you see those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were so. We loved them. We loved those movies, and
Have
so
you
I guess
seen the
I
Cumberbatch
no
version of Sherlock.
The butternut crinkle fries. No, I have not.
Social ha, but Yeah, those are really good too.
Pretty-
I recommend those. They're
Good to
long.
know.
It's like an episode is like watching a movie because they're an hour and a half.
Okay.
But
Yeah, and I
they're
wasn't sure if
very
this
fun
was
and very
gonna be
clever. So
Yeah, I didn't know if Enola was going to be a series, but it's just a movie. It's a
okay,
yeah, so
okay, just a
that
one
should be.
shot.
I'm excited to look at it. It looks
Groovy.
cool. It looks very. It's like almost like steampunky, like kind of in that realm of
era.
the like 1900s
Victorian?
and stuff, and kind of yeah. I mean like England and stuff. So yeah,
Well,
it
if
looks
you like
cool.
you're saying steampunky, yeah, it's gonna be in that time
Mhm.
period, Victorian and whatnot.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, it looks good. So
Okay.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I saw you mention it somewhere else. But I'm like, I don't know what that is.
What's Enola? Is this something you cook with? Is it good on vegetables?
Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes. Oh, it's so good.
It's like Mrs. Butterworth's or something.
Mrs. Butterworth. Enola
Yeah.
Holmes.
All right. Okay, so tell
Don't
me
blame
about
you.
speaking of all the girl power.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about Thor.
Thor, the mighty. Actually, I can't say the, just mighty,
Mighty Thor.
Thor.
Okay.
This is this started in 2015. I have not read all of it. I forget how far I read it to it. Probably the first, maybe, if it was a graphic novel volume or two. But in this case, Thor, for whatever reason, as in Odin's son Thor, doesn't hold Mjolnir anymore. He's not worthy enough to hold Mjolnir. So someone else has become Thor, and she's a she. But who is
Dr. Jade Foster.
she? Exactly. And they don't reveal it till after you read the first comic, which these days, if you look it up online, it's going to tell you as.
Yeah.
So it's just it's her adventures. But here's really interesting. Jane Foster has cancer.
Yes.
So, but one of the side effects of picking up Mjolnir and becoming Thor to save whoever's life situation, there's war going on in Valhalla. Not Valhalla, that's the wrong place. Wherever I'm thinking.
Ragnarok? I'm just kidding.
I was like, it's not that, but that.
Oh, not that Thor. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same place as Thor. I'm just going blank. I think it is Valhalla. But
Asgard?
Anyway, Asgard, thank you. No,
Did I know?
Asgard's Earth. It's the other one.
Dang it.
Google it. Google it.
I get a point.
What
am I Googling?
Where is Thor from? Because I'm going blank.
Where? Let's see if I can spell it right.
People are yelling at us. But anyway, so there's a war going on in that place.
It says Iowa.
Sounds right.
It's Asgard. Yeah. Thor, place of birth, Asgard.
Okay. Good job,
I did
Midgard is Earth. I'm an idiot.
Thanks. Cool. Save that for later. Midgard is Earth. I'm an idiot. Thank
That's
you.
our clip.
Thank you for
That's
coming.
our clip.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
We're out. Hour 1.
Okay, so Mighty
9
Thor.
episodes just to lead to that. Now she will never do the show again.
What? That you're an idiot? I knew
No,
that
I'm
going
just
into
kidding.
the show. It's fine.
Okay, true.
So she says her enemies are many as
Indeed.
Asgard descends into further chaos.
Because
Yet her
I
greatest
believe they're
battle-
fighting with the dark elves behind. There's a political battle. There's like her hands are tied and things she can't do. Thor is actually Odin is just running things in the ground. Thor, I believe, is actually as Mighty Thor. She is outlawed to be in Asgard, but she's allowed to be there as Jane Foster because of her relations. But Jane Foster has cancer, and so she goes into chemo. But the thing is, if she doesn't give her body time to rest with the chemo system, as soon as she becomes Thor, all of that goes out of her, and so she's not able to heal.
Gotcha.
So Jane Foster is somewhat just kind of killing herself to
save others.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, it was just a fun read, and I really dug it. I mean, I like Thor, even though I'm forgetting everything left and right, but
that's okay.
Norse mythology is fun, but this is Marvel Norse mythology, so it's quite different. But you have Loki, you have dark elves, and my tie-in is, and this is old news, but did you see Thor Ragnarok, as you mentioned the name earlier, the movie? Oh wait, you haven't, because we discussed this.
No.
Which is fine. Great movie. Same director, Taika Waititi, is going to be doing the third Thor movie, and that's Thor Love and Thunder, which will have Natalie Portman as a Thor.
Is she Jane Foster?
Yes. She was Jane Foster in the first Thor and the second Thor.
Look at me putting the pieces
So
together.
Thor 4.
Thor 4 star.
Thor 4?
Thor
Love
4
and
and
Thunder.
7 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah. Thor 4, 7 years ago. There was a
Abraham Lincoln was
Thor
doing
3,
something.
Ragnarok.
Anyways.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
This
I blame you.
This Friday afternoon is very.
This is what you get for having me after work.
I blame me too. It's fine.
You're fine. Just because you have, your daughter's birthday tomorrow and you're hungover now because you're about to go to that Metallica concert tonight and you've been drinking all day. I don't want to know I don't know what those blue pills are that you've been chugging every 5 seconds, but you do what you want to do before you go out and party the night before your child's
that's for my thyroid, okay? I'm old.
Daisy's 19 today.
I was going to mention to you.
Daisy's 20 today.
You said so rude. That it was Mighty Thor, but on the cover of the magazine I'm looking at this, it says the
Mighty. And it is the Mighty Thor.
But on here on the paper, it just says Mighty Thor.
The link, it's my bad.
No, I'm just saying the cover literally says the Mighty Thor.
Okay. It is probably the Mighty Thor, but yeah, 2015.
She's probably Mighty Thor after she has to carry that hammer around, huh?
I mean, it is a hammy hammer? Heavy hammer.
Oh my gosh. I thought it wasn't late enough for Beer-a-palooza over there.
It's always late enough. I came off of work. You don't know what I do for work. I'm just kidding. No.
Yes, I do. This is a really
I got that dinner that I need to eat.
Off the wheels, off the something.
It's nothing more than usual.
Yeah. The Friday evening is. I mean, I keep saying that. No, it's the Sunday morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's very.
I mean, your daughter's birthday is tomorrow.
And that is the official party line. Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, I'm totally messed up from the Metallica concert before.
Yeah.
No, me and my buddy Coop, we're going to see Coop. She and I are going to go see Metallica at the drive-in because they're doing the concert. Okay. And we saw Metallica. That was who I was with when I saw Metallica when I saw you all last year. When I brought the Blizzard with me from Lubbock.
2 whole flakes fell that day here.
That is not true.
Here.
That is not true. It was horrible.
20 flakes fell here. It was gone by the time we were done eating lunch.
And then I had to drive and drive through it.
Oh yeah, because you got to the new set stuff.
It was whiteout conditions to Tucumcari, so basically an hour worth of driving for 2 hours. It's horrible.
Because there's nothing here between.
But I got to see the two of you, and I got to have lunch.
I got to have some good old Cajun food.
And I got to see Metallica.
Okay.
The night before Lubbock, which was really cool. And we're going to see them. We just saw them again.
You just saw them, and that's why you're all, just out of your mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ooh.
I must see Metallica a lot.
That's why you drink tea, even though it's decaf. But what is your tea, yo?
So we've gotten to the point in the show where I realize I need to start writing things down. That sounds very unprofessional. Because I don't remember if I've done this tea or not.
Winter rooibos? Winter mint rooibos?
Yeah.
No, we have discussed it.
Okay.
But you haven't discussed it because you got me. I've tried this tea because you were very nice and sent me some tea. And I've actually been drinking this cold. Actually, I just finished it off, but I was trying it cold just to see what it's like. It's a fantastic warm tea, and I look forward to it when it gets cold out to drink this tea because it has some great flavors to it.
Again, short round got to do the dealing for this one, and she picked winter mint rooibos. Again, that means it's non-caffeinated. It comes from the African redbush, and it is a sweet rooibos with apple, vanilla, chocolate, and peppermint.
It's very soothing.
And man, is it good.
It is very tasty.
And the ironic thing, or I guess I don't know if ironic coincidental, is in making the tea for today's show, I ran out of it. So I need to go buy more for sure.
It's so good you won't have any more.
Yeah, that's probably the tea we go through the most just because she can enjoy it too and I can have it, at 5 o'clock. I mean, not 5 o'clock in the evening. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's really good. Little Sugar. She's the
Sugar.
one we put the hot cocoa in when it's
Oh
like
yeah,
steaming
that's right.
hot.
Okay, give
Yeah,
that rundown. So how would you make that? Do that thing.
sure.
Do
No
that
worries.
thing, girl.
So steep the tea. It's a 4 3/4 minute tea. Steep it. Take the tea bag out. Get rid of it. Make sure it's the taste that you're wanting. So you have the peppermint, you have the chocolate, and you kind of get the balance of flavors. And then put in as much hot chocolate as you want because you're just kind of putting it in like it's water or milk, basically. So it's going to
Okay.
dissolve and it's hot, hot liquid. Um, and usually for her, I'll put like a half of just like a packet of it, stir it up, and then I do a splash of milk in it just to make it a little creamier, and it's really good.
Okay,
Really,
nice.
really good.
That
I
sounds
took it.
really good.
I brought it when I went to. I took it when I went to see the Kansas Bestie as well because we had a couple little tea times out there, and I had to leave it. I I wasn't allowed to bring it back because they love it so much. So,
Ma'am.
yeah, I'm gonna have to check your bag and confiscate this.
Ma'am, is that tea? Ma'am, is that tea?
Yeah. So it's a very popular tea. It's very yummy, and I love that it's not caffeinated because it's just has a really good flavor but doesn't mess you up. Because I'm already messed up enough, folks.
It's true. I've seen
That's
it.
all. Yep.
Look forward to having it in a cooler. Look forward to being on the patio at a nice cool morning or evening and just sipping on that. So
Did I get you the Sweet Autumn Crisp, Roobios? Or no?
yes. Yes.
I
There's like
got you
apple
Harvest
cinnamon.
Apple. No, that's Harvest Apple, chamomile. Okay, I'll send you the Sweet Autumn as well.
I'll check. You got me a third one I haven't tried yet.
I don't remember which one that was, but I have a few on my list, but I'll send you that too, just something because I poked myself in the face. So.
Well, as you're doing that, tell me about Savannah, your Animal Crossing freak of the week.
Yeah, okay, so I have to preface this again. Okay, are you sitting down? What'd you say? What? Are you sitting down?
Is my camera out? I don't know. Am I sitting down?
I haven't played since we
Okay.
since we talked last.
So Savannah's
I think
dead.
it is the beginning of the end. I don't think so. I think she's still there, pretty sure.
Okay,
I don't think that's how it works. Just like random animal corpses when I like come out of my house and get my little mail and stuff. Yeah.
Have you played anything from any game, or Animal Crossing was your own game?
Yeah, only. Yep.
And so, and you started this. You weren't a gamer before Animal Crossing, right?
No,
really?
No, not even close. I mean, like Mario Kart, yes. Mario sometimes, like some of that stuff.
Like family jazz stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you play?
Yeah, the only game.
You should try another game on, your Switch.
Okay, I could do that.
I mean,
I'll go back to Animal Crossing at some point. I think it's
just right. I mean, as someone who's gamed and like will play the crap out of the game, and a lot of my games are first-person shooters or third-person shooters. So I play a lot of the same type of game, just different story, atmospheres, slight different moves. It's nice to take breaks.
Are you riding a horse? Are you master chiefing? Sorry.
I'm not mastering anything.
Okay.
I've been trying to ride the horse, but I kind of get bored, and I want to go to the other thing I've been playing a lot of, which is a first-person game. So yeah, take a break, but try something else.
What are you watching? What are you playing?
Let me finish. What am I playing, actually?
It's not Destiny. I think it's
Apex Legends is what I've been playing a lot of.
Okay, I can't remember.
Apex Legends, sometimes the right people, I play Warzone, which is Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would like, if I were to have the device you have, I would play the Zelda game.
Yeah.
And then the Mario game looked really interesting, just for giggles. I mean, you're new to it, so there's nothing for you to, Oh, and also Diablo 3. Ooh, y'all should try Diablo 3.
Who, me and the Headless Engineer?
Yeah. Yeah, because I believe that's on Switch now.
He plays video games with my brother every week. They have a little date. It's cute.
Nice.
Nice. So that's his that's the Rizzo he chooses to play video games with. He chooses to spend his life with me, but he chooses to play video games.
Well, if you want to add some game time, that's my recommendation. So
Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
Got it. Okay.
Diablo 3. You should start with that one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll see what he says.
The wife and I played that one a lot.
Right on.
I've been playing, the usual thing, Apex, Warzone. I did try a new game a lot of people are playing right now called Fall Guy, which you might check this out because I think it is on Xbox or PC, whatever you prefer. But
I think it's on PlayStation, and
it's also on PlayStation. And if you have it on PlayStation, that's how I get it. I think it's their game of the month right now. But yeah, it's I haven't really seen Wipeout, but I've seen enough of Wipeout. I was like, it's a Wipeout as obstacle course battle royales where it's you versus 59 other people, I think.
Yeah, you have to get to the next round or like qualify or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
mindless fun.
And Short Round have laughed like a ton at that. Yeah. At that game. It's pretty cute. And Short Round's gotten to the point where she's getting really good at it. So she like challenges herself a little bit more. So she'll like go in front of an obstacle specifically just to like get knocked off to like get back on again and try to beat other people. It's pretty cute. So.
You gotta ricochet yourself.
So let me tell you about Savannah before we get way too off topic. Fall Guy.
Let me pop her back up now. I thought
we were like,
we're done with the freak of the week. Good.
No,
but no, she's back.
She's a horse, but if you'll notice, she is a stripy horse. So she's technically a zebra. And there are a couple of horses in the game that are kind of like special style horses.
She's self-conscious about being the zebra horse thing?
No, not at all. Okay. She owns it. She owns those stripes. Okay. There's also a unicorn in the game. Dress. Isn't she lovely? She's very cute. And his name is Julian, and I actually have him as well. So I have the two special style ones. And Savannah was like Short Round's #1 dreamie until I got her, and I figured it'd be nice if I had her just because she really likes her, and then she has no interest. Now that mommy
doesn't have her,
yeah, no, and I just thought like, she could be on one of our islands, right? So she could see her all the time if she wanted to.
Lame though.
But I thought it was cute because she did pick her, and then this week in class, you know, she's doing all the virtual stuff. They took a trip to Africa as a class this week, which was pretty cool. And I was like, oh, I like the Savannah. And she's like, oh, haha, I like Savannah. Right. That's the whole point. That's her name. So, yeah, so she's a zebra and she has like little blue inside of her ears and stripes. And she's super, super cute. And she loves music and loves to like.
What does she provide to your life?
She's a normal villager. So she sings. And she likes to water flowers sometimes. And she's like a very neutral kind of character, which is nice. So she doesn't like get into stuff with other people like some of my villagers do. Spike.
She's the neighbor you want to cross the alley.
Kind of. Yeah, she's cool. She's super cool. And yeah, I do like this though, because it says she has an orange tuft of hair and dirty green eyes. Ooh. And she has blue ear innards.
Yeah.
I got that from the wiki fandom for Animal Crossing New Horizon. And she's been in every single Animal Crossing, like what's the word? You know what I'm talking about? Like yeah, basically
franchise?
Like variants of the game. Yeah. So
games.
Yes, and her general appearance is more similar to that of a zebra rather than a horse.
Well, good.
She's a zebra, anyways. But she's really, really cute, and Short Round still loves her, I think. But she just,
doesn't care.
It's okay. She's getting and she doesn't know this either. She'll find out. She's getting amiibo cards for her birthday, so she'll be able to add some new villagers to her island. You know, like you have the little cards, and you can put them up against the little amiibo piece.
Scans it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they,
so
like,
it was like the figurine, but they were just like, let's just do cards and charge for them.
Yeah, they have coins, they have figurines, and then they have the cards. And so we got some cards for her to try out some new villagers and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, let's get down to the cooking. I think
right.
that's where we're at. Did I skip anything? Did we skip anything?
No, we're good.
All right.
I have my little rudimentary clock over here because when I pulled the screen over before the headless engineer got home, I realized I missed like one of the screens. So I'm just going off of our video screen and my little rudimentary notes, but we're good.
Groovy.
We're on task and we're only 15 minutes behind like usual.
Always. It's okay. It's how we roll. It's how we roll.
Would you like to talk about chicken?
I'll do the kebabs. Sure.
Yeah, go for
it. I figured, I've been in this house, I believe, for 11, 12 years. I've said I'm going to buy a grill for the past 11, 12 years. Finally did it back in March. So I've been sort of experimenting with, just learning how to, cook in the grill. And recently, one thing I've enjoyed doing, because I've got some skewers and the wife likes kebabs, is I've been making kebabs. So I figured last night, hey, I'll just take some pictures of what I'm cooking. So you'll have some pictures except for what's not the final product, because, they were eaten. Other than
They were
leftovers in the
so good,
Tupperware.
there was nothing left.
I was quite hungry as well. There's one kebab left, but it's, it's in the Tupperware. It doesn't look as good.
That's okay.
But
So
yeah.
how was it?
It was
How'd it go?
it was really tasty, and it was a 2 chicken breast. And I'm really bad about, I'm probably, hurting myself. I don't know. But I had this chicken marinating for like 5 days, 6 days, maybe a week.
That's a long time to marinate.
Yeah. But so you just need to
Did
marinate it.
It didn't turn, did it?
No.
Okay, good.
Still smell
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Anyway, so when I say, I'm not an expert, but yeah, for this case, I had 2 chicken breasts. They were marinated in, I believe it was a Lowry's chipotle molasses.
Okay.
And then I threw on some squash, onions, red pepper, and orange pepper. Kebabbed it and whatnot. Sprayed it with
kebab.
Yeah. Actually, I've stabbed my finger twice. It is now like, I went to work today. It's like, what happened? Oh yeah, I kebabbed my finger again.
Well, you don't put your finger into the skewer.
I don't mean to, but sometimes that's what happens. Yeah. It's usually a vegetable that gets me.
Trust me, I understand.
Kitchen murder.
Those vegetables are after you.
Yeah.
You eat me or else.
Yeah. They fight back. Like roses have thorns, But once I've kebabbed everything, I do spray it down. I usually use olive oil. Last night I just used vegetable oil because that's what I had. And then I added some Weber Jamaican jerk seasoning.
Jerk. Was it good? I
really enjoyed it. I kind of cooked in with the vegetables and then put everything in the grill. The grill was around 375. It was probably more like 390, 400 most of the time.
Okay.
I cooked them for about 25 minutes, 25 minutes. Ultimately, you just want to make sure the chicken is cooked. That's 160 to 165.
You can't have pink chicken. That's not fun.
Yeah. No. But I just did rotated them 3 times. One time, actually, these 4 here, let's move these over here, different sides and whatnot. They came out really good. Really enjoyed it.
And bacon for fun?
Yeah, and as you see we had some bacon. I'm like, we've had this bacon a while. Let's just cook it and have it. So
grilled bacon sounds pretty good. I don't know. It sounds pretty yummy.
And that's another thing with grilling I've been learning is how to cook multiple things that need different times to be cooked and sometimes different temperatures. Yeah. So that's been really fun as far as learning that. So
it's like that meme with that girl and all the numbers and lines and stuff going together, and you're trying to figure out how to do it.
I need to go turn it on now. I'll add the vegetables here in a little bit. Burgers, there's if you want to have a great kind of pseudo grilled bun, you have to add it at just the right time. And so maybe talk about one of those in the future.
So yeah, I'm excited to talk about my recipe because it's actually something I've never made, but I've enjoyed it quite a bit. But what I was going to say is, and I think if you're going to start doing more of the grilling, I need to pull out my brand new Instapot. Because I got one a couple weeks back, and I'm scared to try it. Sort of, it's weird, but like the steam's gonna hurt me. But I think I want to give it a try so I can do a recipe with the Instapot.
Okay.
At some point. So.
Rock
anyways,
on.
but
tell me about your crazy Moco.
Yeah. Yes, the Loco of the Moco. Since we were again paying homage to the short round.
Mm-hmm.
I chose Loco Moco because it's a Hawaiian dish, and as a family we went on our summer vacation in February. Thank goodness it was February. To Hawaii, and I've had that. The headless engineer and I have been 3 different times, and the 3rd time was with short round, and it was amazing. And I'm sure we'll talk more about like little stories with that. But I just thought this would be a fun kind of basic one, but talking about her and everything. So really basic recipe. You can do it one of 2 ways. But it seems to me like the simpler, the better it tastes, because it's just like kind of like down home, like Hawaiian, like comfort food basically. And so it's white rice. So you have 2 cups of white rice, and then it says a half of a 12-ounce container of Spam.
I knew it.
That is just.
I was waiting for the Spam.
It's completely Hawaiian. That is not the way that I eat it, but this is a very simple way. That's why I put a very Hawaiian thing. You want about 1/4-inch thick slices, which it works. It's fine because when I'm there, I always have like a Spam musubi, which is a kind of like a
I dig
sushi
Spam.
roll. But
I'll eat Spam, yo.
it's like egg,
Ooh.
Spam, and rice wrapped in seaweed. And you just like it's like a little handheld
I
thing.
enjoy Vienna sausages. I can't go camping if I don't have Vienna sausages. I know it's not Spam, but I get
That's
it.
okay. It's meat in a can, so it's kind of the same realm.
It's got preservatives.
But usually what you do is like a hamburger steak, like they say like a Salisbury steak hamburger, on top. And that's the only way I've had it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have the eggs as well. And it says in this is interesting because it's just like a scrambled egg over the top of the rice, which is on top of the meat. Okay. And then that's smothered in a brown gravy. And that's basically what Loco Moco is. Like a mushroom, like an onion mushroom brown gravy.
Meat.
But just picture with me. Meat on the bottom. No, rice on the bottom. Rice on the bottom. Yeah, rice.
Meat.
Egg. Brown gravy. Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
And you just kind of like but the way at it is like the white rice, always right. It's like a sticky rice. They do almost like a Japanese style sticky rice. Hamburger steak. And then the over easy eggs is what I have. So when you kind of cut into it, the gravy and everything just kind of like seeps into the rice.
Like butter. Delicious melted butter gravy. That does sound tasty.
So the recipe that I took was from allrecipes.com. It's a very basic recipe. And I like it because one of the ingredients is a can of brown gravy. So it's like as basic as possible. Some people are like, oh no, make a roux and do all this and make the gravy yourself. And I'm like, some sort of a mushroom gravy, call it good. But it just reminded me of a good idea when you talked about the eggs and rice thing last week and how like good it was with the protein. It sounded tasty. So
I'll have to try that.
Yes. But basically, cook the rice, right? Just make sure the rice is cooked. And then
steamed rice, I'm assuming?
No, you just like boil it. Or that's fine. Steaming it's fine.
Just rice.
Just says boil. Yeah. And then just warm the Spam or make the burger. Set that aside. Make the eggs. Like I said, over easy for me for sure. But this one says to scramble. And then do the big scoops of rice, place the thing, do the eggs on top, and then do the gravy.
Okay.
It's so good. There should be a beautiful picture of it that we probably already showed. So it's like on a little green plate. It looks good. So doesn't hold on. Yeah, doesn't it look good? Because we're opposite, right? Oh, look at it over there. Yeah, look at that Loco Moco. It's good. Oh my gosh.
If you wouldn't drink so much at your Metallica concert, you wouldn't be like this.
It's empty.
We said winter mint rooibos. It was just whiskey.
Something with a W, I'm not sure.
Wasky.
Okay.
Sweet
all right.
whiskey. It's like wasky.
Okay, bye kids.
All right. I think that's it. How should people get a hold of us and whatnot? I know you'll say it again, but we have an email.
You can do it one of 3 ways, actually. Ryan and Rizzo @gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's for you emailing people. And if you'd like to connect with us on the socials, Ryan and Rizzo, RyanAndRizzo at the beginning, not at the end. Instagram, Twitter. Let's see. It's down there.
Over there. We're using this technology and whatnot.
Yeah. And I'm going to kind of unsuccessfully today a little bit, but that's okay. And just look at me. Like,
look at me.
Look at that.
I'm Rizzo. Look at me.
Hi.
Have you seen the Meeseeks episode yet?
I make fun of Ryan. Yeah, I just make fun of Ryan, like during the week too. So
ditto.
You also make fun of Ryan during the week?
I do. Because I'm the best one to make fun of myself. White Shriek style.
Oh, I was ready for the thumbs, man.
Have you seen the Meeseeks episode yet of Rick and Morty?
I saw an episode where he had already been introduced, so he was somebody they knew, and Rick pulled out the big box.
Okay.
And was like,
So you've seen the future
button a
episode.
bunch
You
and
haven't
like,
seen
popped up
the
and stuff.
origin episode yet. Okay.
No, and also I saw this meme today of Summer going like this, and it was like, whenever you find the Mr. Jellybean episode, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm afraid.
That is also the Mr. Meeseeks episode. That's
Is that the first one? Okay.
That's
because I saw an episode with Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Mr. Jellybean gets what's coming to him. So
is it?
I'm not going to say anything, but I think.
What flavor is he?
I don't think you want to know. Not one bit. Be nasty.
Bye-bye. Ryan and Rizzo is a part of the Musing with McWillie Creative Network. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan and Rizzo. For more info about the show, go to mcwillie.com/podcast.
I like to do the blah blah. McWillie.com.